1926 Model T Roadster. That engine that they're picking up is 177 cubic inch. It's a very low compression. It's only 4-to-1 compression. That means it'll run on just about anything. It develops 20 horsepower, which is why you don't see these cars going very fast. Top speed on a Model T is roughly 45 miles an hour, but every one of these cars are different. The transmission behind it is a 3-speed planetary transmissions, but one of them 3 speeds is backwards. So it's really only a 2-speed forward. Ford started the assembly line. He started experimenting with it in August of 1913. He had it perfected the way he wanted it by April of 1914, and all cars after 1914 were built on assembly lines. The reason he did this is because cars built in the way you see these guys building took 12.5 man-hours to build a car. After he got the assembly line, that went down to 93 man-minutes, and that was quite a savings. Ford did not pocket the extra profit. He lowered the price of his car by about $50. In July 31st, 1914, Ford advertised that if he could sell between July 31st, 1914 and August 1st, 1915, if he could sell 300,000 cars, everybody who bought a car from him would get a $50 rebate. First rebate in history. He sold 308,000 cars. It cost him over $15 million to give out the rebates. Big money. People were so astonished that Ford kept his word that they would carry checks to where you're almost unreadable. But $50 back then was a lot of money. It was the last national advertising Ford did until 1926. There's the saying, Ford, you could have any color you wanted as long as it was black. That started in 1914. The original first Model T was built September the 27th, 1908 is a 1909 model. In 1908, in 1909, and 1910, you could not buy a black Model T. They came in dark blue, red, or green. In 1912, he introduced black as an optional color. He went with total black in 1914 to help speed the process of building these cars. Black was quick drying. It was called Japanning. It was quick drying, it was easy, and it was one color. Ford started colors back in mid-1926, but still all the fenders continued to be black. Model Ts are commonly referred to as Tin Lizzies. Does anybody know where that came from? Let me tell you. A Lizzie was a common term for a faithful servant girl. It was very common for people to advertise in the papers that they wanted an upstairs Lizzie. That meant they wanted a good upstairs maid.